Hey, you know it takes a minute to detox? It takes a little bit. You know what brought me to this topic? I thought about how one day I was just riding home from doing a workout, and I kind of thought to myself, man, it's been a moment since you reflected on all of that negative energy that you put down. Those situations that were eating at you, that only you were letting eat at you. Past situations, whether it was a few months ago, a few weeks ago. And it brought me to this topic. It made me think about how it takes a minute to detox. Remember how in some of my other videos I stated how when you're dealing with bad situations, you may be coming back to that same situation, reliving it a day later, 2 days later, talking to people on it, a week later. Even when you finally put it down, it still crops up from time to time. Depending on how severe it was, blood might start boiling. It's just a bad experience that sticks with you. And to a degree, it can boil down to being trauma. It taking a minute to detox, I'm thinking about how once you realize certain things, people, situations around you are toxic and you remove yourself from the situation, it takes a moment. It takes a moment to put those barriers back up, get those, I was going to say tentacles going, those antennae going, so you can hone in and recognize that tension or when toxicity is popping up, so you can say, hey, yeah, I sense that from past experiences, I'm headed over here. It takes a moment to build up resilience. And like the title of this video, it takes a moment for you to detox. It takes a moment for you to get your bearings about you, so you can see what you're doing, realizing what you may need to plug into this big time allotment that you have available now. Because see, you had toxic situations taking up so much of your time, you didn't know whether you were coming or going. Now you got an ample amount of time to do some of the things that you may need to work on, some goals, whatever it is, but making sure you're plugging in some healthy in there. All of this that I'm talking about, it takes time. It takes time to not get reeled back into those situations. Detoxing is removing yourself from it and not going back to it. Realizing how to have up those boundaries. It doesn't mean trying to change the people around you or trying to change the situations. It's working on you, doing what you need to do. Give yourself some time. Believe me, with these situations that I'm talking about, it's been times where I've tripped up and I'm like, doggone it, I'm right back into it again. Not that same situation, but it's just like, it's just got a different label on it. You're just like, man, this is the same as the last, and you're going through it again. Then the time that you're out of it, you're doing just like you were doing before. Maybe reflecting back on it. It's like you got to start the program all over again. It takes a moment. It takes a moment to put some road but between you and the situation or people or whatever the case may be, so you can just keep sailing right on along, doing what you need to do. And when those things pop up, they're no more than bumps in the road. You keep on going. It takes a moment to detox. My name's Ayin. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. Y'all have a good one.